beautiful Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for August 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your monthly reading for August. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome, but we have officially entered Leo season. Now, August really increases your passion for all the things that set your soul ablaze. This is a very powerful month to help you get more energy, more focus, and really encourages you to find more fun in your life and do the things that you love, to follow your heart and really extend your compassion to all those that you meet. Now, you are at the center stage of your life this month as more opportunities to live that best life flow towards you. You may feel more compelled to travel, get creative, book that class, go out and party with friends or barbecue, really try new things and soak up the season of abundance as well as rekindle that lust for life. However, it's not all plain sailing. It never is. This month could also see some bumps in the road due to some difficult planetary alignments. Now we have one super full moon on the 1st of August or the 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. We have a new moon on the 16th of August, and we also have a rare super blue moon on the 30th of August or the 31st, depending on where you are in the world. Now, this is really important. That's 3 major lunar activities in the same month. So you may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, especially you, my beautiful Cancerians, because you are governed by the moon. But also, you may feel a little bit more drained, and you may feel your sleeping patterns are a little bit off, But it is a perfect time to really harness that gravitational pull energy and use it to your benefit to attract more of what your heart desires into your world. Now, Uranus, it also squares up to the new moon on the 16th, which can lead to some pretty unpredictable surprises. The new moon is all about new beginnings, and Uranus muscling in. Some of those new beginnings could be forced upon you because Uranus is all about change and shocks. So it's important to remain flexible this month. Looking at the Hangman at the end of the month there for you, you're definitely remaining flexible during this period. Now, for some of you, I just want to give you an example that, if, for example, you have a food substance that perhaps you like, but it doesn't really agree with you, it may come to a critical climax this month, forcing you to cut it out forever and embrace a new lifestyle choice. So that's the sort of idea behind Uranus. It really ramps things up where you have to, or you're forced to change something because you can no longer live a certain way because it's difficult. So I just want you to be aware of the energy and how it influences. Now also, on a more global scale, you may notice that there are new policies, rules, restrictions. They may come in quicker than you were expecting, and they may come as a shock. For example, earlier launches of like digital currencies where you live on a more local scale, or governmental policies and surprises that the collective were not expecting just yet. Maybe you felt things were going to happen in the next couple of years, but you may see soft launches of those in this month as we move into September, because the planetary alignments encourages new things to happen within the collective, to embrace a new way of living. So just watch out in the news. You may see some of those things be launched. Now, Mercury retrogrades Also at the end of the month, the 23rd of August, and this time it moves through the sign of Virgo. So this will be a pretty intense retrograde for all of us. It's a time where we cast a very critical eye on our past, and any mistakes we feel like we've made, we find ways to do better, shall we say. It's also about getting more organized to get life back on track, or find an alternative approach and create a backup plan if it's needed. Also, you may experience electronic devices, internet, or communication issues during this period. So I would double check like spam folders and your hard copy mail just to make sure, as Mercury retrograde really can play havoc with important messages. But on a more positive note, shall we say, we do have a wonderful portal of change occurring on the 8th of August. It's the Lionsgate portal. It's the 8/8 portal that transforms your manifesting ability to the max. You have the strongest potential to increase your prosperity during this period. It's perfect for launching new ideas, new businesses, also about attracting love if you're looking for love. It's also a great time to release bad habits, heal old wounds, and really look forward to the future with your head held high. The journey has been difficult. There have been struggles along the way, but I feel this is a month where you start to feel proud of yourself and give yourself credit for the hardships that you've overcome and the difficulties that you've worked through. It's really a season that asks you to kick back, relax, and recharge your batteries, okay? And attract more fun, love, and laughter into your life. Now, your 8th house is influencing you this month along with your 2nd house, and really that's all about finances. Your 8th house is about joint finances, mortgages, repayment plans, credit card debt. This house really helps you transform your finances for the better, and look at that. There's a Knight of Pentacles there, so you'll be focusing a little bit more on your cash or acquisitions. It actually is about creating like a budget or a plan to have more money in your pocket long term. So you will be transforming your finances for the better. Okay, so you may put new money making ideas into practice, or some of you, there's a new opportunity coming in towards you that actually will bring in more money. It could be a bonus, raise, or some sort of investment income. Maybe a dividend or something that perhaps you've invested in. And the 2nd house of value comes into play in the middle of the month. Now, that's really about how you value yourself, first and foremost. It looks at situations where you give your power away in situations, or undersell your talents, or notice when people underestimate or undervalue you. So this month, you'll really be checking in with that, making sure that there's reciprocity in your life. Also, you'll be focused more on cash, property, budgets, savings, as I said, pensions, maybe even real estate. It's really about leveling up and being a go-getter, achieving what you desire and what you deserve, and everything that you put your effort into. Now, your 9th house really kicks in at the end of the month, and that's the great quest for meaning. So you'll be committing to your life's purpose, or really contemplating the next paths. It's really learning more about who you are and reestablishing your connection to your higher self. You may feel compelled to book a spiritual retreat during this period, or a cultural getaway to really gain more wisdom about life and people. Or some of you may just simply enroll on a class, or some course of higher learning, or even something that will help gain new skills. It's really a time of looking at the bigger picture and dreaming big, because you're making your dreams become a reality. And as you can see, your first card there is your higher calling, so that really connects to the 9th house there. This month, you're going to be thinking about your life's purpose, but also I feel you're having to make a decision in some area of your life this month. And I feel for some of you, you're finding it hard to know the way, or you're finding it hard to make that decision. So taking some time out to investigate things on a deeper level, the answers shall be yours. Now, the Judgment card indicates that to some degree you understand what you need to do in a circumstance this month, but with the 5 of Swords here and the Page of Swords, you're very cerebral about it. It's almost like your mind is taking over. You may have analysis paralysis, or some sort of level of anxiety about a decision you have to make. It could be that you're starting up a new project, or that you're investigating a new idea that you feel called to do, because this is really about who you are, what you feel your mission is in this lifetime. And I feel some of you are going through a period of transcendence where you're elevating, and sometimes it gets a little bit nerve-wracking. So, for example, when you're becoming more spiritually aware, you also become highly acutely aware of the world and what's going on in it. You see strategies that other people don't see. You start to feel the heavy weight of the world on your shoulders because you're an empath. You're more sensitive than other people. And I feel some of you are trying to work out how you can make your part of the world a better place and, you know, leave that patch of the world better than when you found it. So I feel like some of you are thinking about going into either careers where you help people in some way or where you care for people, or some of you are imparting your wisdom to your children and helping them be better humans to take on the world later on. I really get a sense here that you are trying to make the world a better place, and some of those thoughts may be running around in your head recently. But with the Judgment card energy, this is, as I said, your protagonist energy. It really shows up when it's time for self-evaluation, that you're at like a fork in the road, you're reaching a new point in your life, and you need to declutter your life. So some things are going to be taken with you, and other things that you've outgrown, you're going to leave those things behind. This is like, in a sense, a rebirth. So, for example, some of you have been feeling like there's instability in your world right now, or you may feel that you're trying to build something solid, but it hasn't shown up for you completely yet. Some of you may also feel that you give a lot of your time and your energy, you're always on the go, and you're exhausted. So you may be looking at like diets, exercise routines, just to bring a little bit more, you know, healthy energy into your body so that you can take on the day. And I really get a sense here that you are, you know, limiting distractions, getting really focused on what's important for you. And with that Page of Swords there, I mean, with the Five of Swords underpinning it, it's like, yes, there's something you're thinking about and you're a little bit worried about it, or you're brainstorming this month because you've got lots of ideas. Your imagination is really going to be on fire this month. But when you get a Five of Swords, it's like there is conflict. If we all knew the answers, it would be pretty boring, right? Sometimes we got to go searching, and sometimes it's the journey that's the most enjoyable part. When we get what we want, we get the goal. Yes, it's satisfying, but the human desire is like, what's next? Okay, it's always like working towards something, and then when it's accomplished, it's like, what's next? So I really feel that you're looking at life this month like, how can I enjoy the process? How can I enjoy the journey and focus on, you know, the most important things tend to be the smallest things, not the physical, tangible things, the things within ourselves and the people around us. And they're actually showing me they're showing me like trees and a picket fence type thing right now. So some of you may be thinking about real estate, moving, relocating in some way, or you're thinking about buying property, or maybe it's more that home is where the heart is and you desire to do something a little bit more from the home space, whether it's set up a new business or a job, or you are like wanting to connect more to your family, or just have more downtime because you've been so busy. I get a sense here that you are yearning to put down roots or find a place where you feel like you really belong. And with that Page of Swords, you have an incredible mind, okay? You are very intelligent. You're someone who has lots of wonderful ideas. And I feel like you're eager to learn something, or you're eager to do something different in your life to bring a little bit more of that spark, that lust for life. Now, this could be that you're eager to learn either a new career. You may actually have some sort of new start in your world, or you could be actually looking at new neighborhoods, because this is the card of like investigation. So right now you've got an idea and you're running with it. And I get a sense that you're investigating it fully before you take action on it. So whether it is, as I said, relocating, or looking at different neighborhoods, different homes, or whether it is you thinking about putting your resume out there to get new opportunities. The Page of Swords tells me that there is some sort of news that comes your way in the month of August that you are going to be thrilled about. It is a very positive energy. I mean, Six of Wands, you're going to stand out for something. The spotlight is like on you this month. So whatever it is you are working towards, I feel like you're elevating. There is good news that's coming your way. There's like a triumph. You get what you set out to do. So, you know, your protagonist energy is like, how do I find an easier way? And your outcome energy, the Six of Wands, is like, victory. I got it. I did it. You did this. So there's a level of success happening for you that you're going to be so proud of in the month of August. Now, the Five of Swords, there's something at the back of your mind that's whispering, okay, and it's causing tension. Now, this could be that there's a lot of pressure in your life right now. You're doing a lot. You feel that life is just really busy and you're always on the go and you're just like trying to get organized. And I get a sense that there's never enough time in the day, that no matter how much you get organized, no matter how much you tidy that front room, it's always going to end up like cluttered or a mess. Sometimes life just isn't linear. Sometimes things are like all over the place. And I get a sense that sometimes you actually thrive under chaos. Okay. Like for example, because they're just showing me someone in the water, like having a desk that's got loads of stuff all over it. And if I asked you to find, because they're showing me a magnifying glass right now, if I asked you in that mess to find the magnifying glass, you go, yeah, sure, here it is. And you'd know where to identify it. But once everything's cleaned away and everything's so neat, you're like, oh, where did I put that magnifying glass? You know, I thought I put it in the drawer, but it's not there. It used to be there, and I just moved it for safekeeping somewhere. They're just showing me that energy in the water right now. So I feel some of you are learning to embrace the like chaos of the everyday. Okay, I actually see some really awesome things coming your way, but I feel like you're building confidence and going from strength to strength. And there's something here that they're showing me as well, something that you lost or you've misplaced. It will be found. Okay, I can't imagine it's a magnifying glass, but they're showing me the magnifying glass, which means something needs a closer look in your life in the month of August. And I feel like you're going to do that so that you can find your way. The Five of Swords is like a different way of thinking. It's about opening yourself up to what you really want. Because sometimes, you know, we are presented in life with, you know, what society expects from us. And then you have a desire deep down, like, you know what, I don't want to follow the norm. I don't want to get a 9-to-5 job. I don't want to do this. I've come to this lifetime to shake things up a little bit. So I feel there's this little voice whispering at you in the month of August, and it's telling you to, you know, march to the beat of your own drum. It's telling you to do something differently. And I really get a sense here that you're trying to break out of a comfort zone, because the Five of Swords can also indicate that there's some level of like complacency. Like if we always do what we always do, things get pretty dull. Even if at first they seem really exciting, we tend to get used to things. And I feel it's either about you finding an alternative approach, or you breathing a fresh air into something that has gone a little bit stagnant, or simply just finding alternative ways to enjoy life, like open yourself up to new events, new people, new experiences, travel. I get a sense here that you're putting in the effort in to change your life in some way to get the best out of it. Now we've also got the, this is the Justice card, and it's in the Resistance position, okay? So I get a sense here with the Four of Pentacles and the World card, something hasn't been fair. Something hasn't been fair at all, and you've been really trying to fathom it or deal with it or dissect it. It's like been mulling over in your mind. It could be that you feel that someone has not told you something. I'm gonna have to pull a card on that, because I'm just getting like with the Justice card in the Resistance position, it can indicate that you feel someone has not been telling you something. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a quick card on that. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. But ultimately, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Now, for some of you, it could be that someone in your life has actually told you that they're really busy and that they can't talk or they can't meet you. And you're like, well, I see you kind of going out with other people, or I see you partying in other areas. What's going on? So, I mean, that's not going to resonate for everyone, but that's coming up here a little bit. So I would say if you're talking to someone new, for example, and they're telling you, and if it's like a romantic interest, and they're telling you that they're really busy and they can't meet you, and yet you see on their social media that they're out partying, or I definitely get a sense here that you're walking away from that. You're not putting up with that, okay? So I feel like having the confidence to walk away from things that do not respect you is definitely something that you are learning to establish, like your power in a situation. Like for many years, I had a friend who, no matter what, they always took from every part, you know, everybody in the group. They always came in, they always wanted the attention, they always wanted to be at the center, they always wanted the opportunities, they always wanted everything their way. You know, even when we would like say that we're all going to go out somewhere, they would find a problem with where we had decided to go, and they would in some way trying to like emotionally manipulate the situation and get us to go where she wanted to go, right? And eventually we'd actually put up with it. We'd say, oh, okay, you know, we want us all to be happy, and we're kind of like freewheeling, we don't mind, we'll just go. And as I started to mature, I was like, hang on a minute, I'm never doing what I want to do. I'm always just doing what this other person wants to do. So eventually I took a step back. So I was like, nah, that was my first step. It was to take a step back and go, you know what, I'm just going to stand over here. I'm going to observe what's going on. And I feel there's something going on with you right now in your life. It could be a friend, could be a family member. It could be a situationship at work. I get a sense you've taken a step back to observe something because you're not happy with the way it's been going. And I feel like you're reestablishing your power, and it's like you're going to do things your way from now on, okay? And I don't feel like it's a selfish move for you. I feel like you've been putting up with something for a while that perhaps has been difficult, okay? I do also see a lot of you this month really realizing that you've been working really hard and that you haven't left a lot of time to really have time for you to recharge your batteries or to travel. Or I get a sense here that you're seeking more fun in your life. You want to connect to your friends, you want to go out there, you just want a little bit more joy and excitement. So I definitely see you it's almost like you are rescheduling things, or you're really paying close attention to your schedule to make sure you have more time for you. And some of you may even go on a spiritual retreat, or you've booked some sort of vacation where you will meet new like-minded people, and these people will become friends for life, okay? They'll end up be pen friends with you, is what I'm being given here. But I see a lot of you have been working on yourself and just really trying to make adjustments in your life, okay, in order to have things running smoothly. You're trying to build a life of security for your family, for your self. And I get a sense here that some of you are trying to open yourself up to new ways of thinking or new ways of doing things so that it just becomes easier. With the Justice card in the Resistance position, some of you may have been going through legalities or legal problems. And with the Four of Pentacles and the World card, this may be something that has been ongoing and may have been costing some money. And I get a sense here that you will be victorious, and you'll get more money than you expected, okay, out of this. It will come to a close. I feel things coming to a close. It's like more August, September time. I don't feel it fully coming to a close in the month of August, because I feel like there's some administrative work and things that still need to be signed and dealt with as you move into September. But I definitely see that things will go in your favor. But ultimately, I see that you are putting your effort into things that you haven't done before, or that you are excited to try, because I get a sense of wanting to try new things in your reading. We've also got the Four of Pentacles. It's in the Resistance position. So some of you have been feeling a little bit vulnerable financially, and you've been looking at the way that the world is at the moment, and you're wanting to safeguard all the finances that you've worked really hard for. So you may be keeping an eye on establishments that you have your money housed in, and making sure that they're not connected or linked by license. Should there ever be an economic fluctuation, you know, you wouldn't be covered insurance-wise, and you'd only be covered for one amount. So I feel some of you are really looking into that. But I also get an energy here with the Four of Pentacles that some of you are thinking about setting up either a second stream of income, because you're looking at, you know, inflation, or you're looking at products that are more expensive than ever before. And I really get a sense that you're trying to be a little bit more, you know, savvy or clever with your budget. And I definitely see that any ideas that you come up with this month will be very, very lucrative business ideas. I feel like there's a lot of success here. For some of you, you may be headhunted in your career, and there's an opportunity to elevate, promotion available, especially at the end of the month there for you. but I actually see your finances going from strength to strength. I see you attracting more wealth, but I do see that you're working hard for it. So the Four of Pentacles really in this position is really about taking ownership of your circumstances, not burying your head in the sand, and recognizing that, you know, there are things, responsibilities that you need to focus on this month, and that you are going to be finding security in your existence. Also, I feel things are going to develop for you in a very interesting and exciting way. Things that have been slowly manifesting behind the scenes are going to show up for you now. And I really get a sense that you're going to have a lot of abundance available to you in the near future. Now, also, we have the World card. It's in the resistance position. The World card in this position can indicate that something isn't finished, or you've been working on something, a project that perhaps has been taking a long time. You're going to be very busy in the month of August. I feel like there's a lot of productivity there, and I feel like you're going to be a little bit more creative than usual. Lots of brimming with potential, lots of ideas that will lead you to be successful. But I get a sense here that some of you, either you are so exhausted you're yearning for a vacation, and I'm going to have to pull a card on this because some of you may actually go on vacation in the month of August, and I see delays. Nobody likes to hear that. Okay, nobody likes to hear that at all. So let me just pull a card on that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Queen of Cups, there you are. Temperance card, Four of Wands. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Well, one sentence that came up was, you have to be patient, but you may have preferred that you'd stayed at home. That was the energy that I got. It's like home is where the heart is. So some of you, I mean, you may even take like a little vacation in your home space to do a little bit of DIY, decluttering. But the Queen of Cups, it's really about self-care, okay? So I'm getting a sense here that you have a lot on, and I feel things have been a little bit difficult recently. You may have been feeling low motivation, low drive, but I get a sense here that this pause is giving you an opportunity to really check in with you, you know, implement self-care routines, and some of you may be a little bit more, you know, sensitive than usual. You're very understanding. You're a really good friend. And there may be someone who comes towards you, a friend who is telling you about a separation or a divorce, okay? And I feel they really need a friend right now, and you are that friend. They're going through something difficult, and they may try to open up to you. So they may ask to reunite. You may, you know, hear from someone that perhaps you haven't heard from for a while, and they're reaching out because they see you as a good friend, someone who's got a wonderful heart, okay? And they want your advice on something, which you will give it. And actually, this person, bizarrely, this person will take your advice, is what I'm seeing. You know, sometimes we give people advice and they never take it. They just go, they listen, they sound bored, and they're like, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I never saw it from that viewpoint. But actually, I'm still going to do the same thing I was always going to do. So, but I feel this person will actually take your advice, okay? They see you as someone who they can trust to give them the honest truth. Now, I do feel that some of you are trying to mix things up and really focus on what's your purpose in life. I get a sense that things may have become a little bit stuck, and you're trying to tap into your inner resources to make life a little bit more interesting, or to you know, get out there and have fun. The Four of Wands is all about, you know, letting your hair down and trying to, you know, be creative, to you know, enjoy life. It's like bring pleasure into your life, a time for going out with good people. So I feel like you're trying to see the magic in the everyday, because to some degree I feel the world has been very heavy on your shoulders, and I feel, you know, you seeing what's going on in the world as well, being an empath, I feel like you're picking up a lot of energy that isn't even your own. And I feel having a cleansing salt bath, very important for you as well, just to cleanse off the energy of the day. But the Four of Wands tells me something is to be celebrated. You're reaching some sort of milestone. For some of you, it may be that you are reaching a target on a diet plan that you had, or you are having more energy to do the things that you love. I get a sense for some of you, and this is not all of you, so just be a little bit mindful. If you're in a relationship with someone, I see the potential here for someone to ask you to marry them, okay? So I definitely see a proposal here for you. And you may feel that like it's been a long time coming, but I definitely get a sense here this person loves you, and I feel like they want to celebrate you. They want to be with you. This person loves you and wants to deepen their connection with you. So it's like they want to make it official. Okay, so I definitely see that as well. Could be also that this person, if you've been with someone for a long time and you're not living with that person, they may ask to move in with you, or they may ask you to move in with them. So that's coming out there as well. Now, ultimately, on a more personal level, I get a sense here that you've been feeling a little bit disenchanted. There's been a lot of delays. And also, I want to say about the travel delays, I feel like you will be fairly recompensed. Okay, some of you may have to sign some sort of form or some sort of application to get, compensation, but you will get it. So look out for that. I definitely see. I mean, I can see from your chart you'd rather not have the delay and go where you're going, but I do get a sense that some of you, you may get more money than what you paid for the trip in the first place. So it may nearly pay for itself. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. Now, your outcome energy is the Hangman. So this is really about taking a pause. Sometimes we need to end old ways of doing things because they're not working the way that we'd hoped for. So some of you may have come up against a bit of a brick wall in your life right now, and you're trying to work out what's next, which path to take. And I feel this period of inaction or a period of reflection gives you an opportunity to manifest new things into your life. But it also indicates that, I see that you're very talented, you're very gifted, and sometimes you need to sacrifice certain things in order to be on the true path that you're on. So there may be some things that are not working for you right now, and it's okay to let those things go. It doesn't mean you failed at those things. It means you've matured and you've recognized that actually they're a hindrance rather than a help on your path. And I definitely see that some of you are also starting to trust the process and surrender to the universe and the plans that the universe has here for you. The Hangman really indicates if there's something you're worried about, there's nothing to worry about. Relax. Everything is as it's meant to be. You will gain new perspectives on your situation, and you'll be able to find a very creative solution to any difficulties that you've been experiencing. There's going to be a lot of clarity here as well. Sometimes in life, we are given a pause by the universe to really look after ourselves, to really connect or reconnect to ourselves because we've lost a sense of who we are, or we've disconnected from parts of ourselves, and the universe wants us to rediscover that part of ourselves, okay? We've got the Empress here. This is your outcome energy, stuff that you've been working on, that you've been nurturing, projects, ideas. They're definitely going to reap rewards. This is a card of prosperity, but also you worked really hard for it. Some of you are desiring comfort this month, so you may actually declutter your home space, do a bit of DIY, make your home your sanctuary. I mean, some of you, if you're pregnant, you may actually give birth this month, and I actually see you giving birth to a cusp baby is what I see here. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I see majority energy of Cancerians giving birth to a cusp baby, so a Leo Virgo energy there, okay? That's what I'm seeing. But also with this card, this is really about a new version of yourself, connecting to healthier diets, exercise routines, paying really close attention to your sleeping patterns, and making sure that you're working on optimum energy. Also, I see that some of you, it's taken you a long time. They actually just said too long to feel comfortable in your own skin or to be confident about yourself. And I feel this month, you're going to look at yourself a little bit differently, okay? You're also going to notice people noticing you. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I get a sense that you're starting to notice people paying you attention, okay? I feel like you are attractive, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. I don't feel like you're acting on it. I get a sense here that you're noticing and you're starting to have a little bit more confidence in who you are and what you look like aesthetically. Now, of course, it's not all about aesthetics, but I feel it gives you a bit of a spring in your step this month because I feel like you're going to get a compliment from someone where someone doesn't... They think you look a lot younger than your age, and I feel like you do. You're young at heart, okay? Now, of course, if you're looking for love, then I do see that you will meet someone. I see you meeting someone where you do something creative or where you stand out from other people, okay? What I mean by that is, like, it could be that you... It could mean that you're literally going to the gym, and you go to the gym at a quieter moment than usual, and you're on the step machine, and therefore you're a little bit elevated and you stand out above other people because there's not many people there, and someone can actually see you and they're attracted to you. Or it could literally mean that you are celebrating something with somebody, because I see you, the majority of the collective, I actually see you being invited to something and celebrating something and meeting love that way. So if you're looking for love this month, I definitely see an invitation changing everything for you. It could also be that some of you are getting an invitation that will change your career as well. So I definitely see a promotion here for you. The Six of Wands is accomplishing whatever it is you've been focusing on, especially since you've got the Page of Swords. So that's like an idea you've got or something that's been on your mind that you're eager to get into practice. The Six of Wands indicates you will harness it, you will accomplish it, you will have a breakthrough, you will be successful. This is a card of triumph. Now, I definitely see that you stand out on your chosen path. Okay, there's no two ways about it. You're really talented, you're really gifted at what you do. You just are better than the rest. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. And I feel there's some element of, you being recognized for what you do and being either awarded via a bonus, or you're getting a certificate, or you're actually getting a bursary. There's something here where you're being elevated, and it's been hard won, but you should feel proud of yourself. At the end of the month, there's definitely something to feel proud of, and you will celebrate something at the end of the month as well. This is a card of you achieving your goals, whether it's a qualification, a promotion. You're seeing the results of your invested energy in your prosperity, and there's a brighter future to look forward to. For some of you, if you're retired, for example, you may be searching for a higher sense of meaning. You're looking at your life purpose path, and some of you may be investigating different parts of the world where you feel like you belong or you have an affinity to. You're trying to find your pace. So if you've just come to retirement time, you may be trying to find that pace where, you're looking for your soul tribe, because your other friends may not retire at the same time as you, or you may feel that you have different projects that you like to do that don't resonate with other people. I feel like you're trying to be in the flow and find your place or find your tribe. And this month is the month to do it. So whether you're taking a vacation or whether you're connecting to some sort of communal event or a festival, I definitely get a sense of you connecting to lots of people. And I just saw someone buying or purchasing a plant right now. I mean, some of you could be planting trees, or you could be planting plants, but I get a sense of you bringing more plants into the home space for better fresh air and better sleep is what I'm seeing here. So that's coming through there briefly as well. Now, the Knight of Pentacles indicates your determination. It will pay off. You're a very hardworking person if you're in the career sector, and I feel like you're going to be in the flow, committed to your projects, and I feel you're going to be more efficient than ever before, very organized, and your efforts will pay off. This is a card of proceeding with integrity, with true grit and hard work. You will be industrious and get to where you want to go. You've got the stamina, okay? You're realistic about your goals, you're professional, and I feel like you're taking a traditional route. And, I feel like you're a very hardworking, honest person who's faithful to your dreams, and you will accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. But I also see that there is something being offered to you this month. So whether it is a promotion, a raise, or some sort of investment income that comes in, something that you've been working hard towards and it has just felt like it's not going to show up for you, you will start to see the sprouts or indications in the physical world that it's working, that everything is slotting into place for you as well. Now, I'm just going to pull a quick card, because what I'm getting here is that something that you were worrying about, there's nothing to worry about. I just get a sense here that there's nothing to worry about, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, so Queen of Pentacles, you're more, focused on your home space. Some of you may set up second streams of income or businesses. You may even be an entrepreneur and you're running your business from home, or you're expanding your business and you can no longer work from home. So you're actually having to find, an office to rent, because you may even be hiring new people. But ultimately, the Queen of Pentacles is about attracting more abundance, or multiplying the finances that you have, whether that's by, selling pre-loved goods from your home space that you've outgrown, that you've matured from, and you're putting online to get a little bit extra money, or whether it is you're looking at your wealth and your investments and you're capitalizing on them. I get a sense here that some of you are protecting your finances, but at the same time, you're elevating. And I also get a sense here that you're going to be more like home focused, whether it's in terms of real estate, or whether it's like you're looking after your family, your friends, or doing a little bit of DIY or decluttering around the home space. I get a sense that, you're more rooted to making your home a sanctuary this month. Also, I get a sense that you're conserving your energy and being more discerning about the company that you keep. And also, they're giving me, you're recognizing your state of value, what you have to offer people, places, situationships. I get an energy here of you investing in it fully, and only investing if you feel that there is equality, because they're giving me the sense of equality here as well. Okay, so I'm just going to move on and get your final cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please... Oof. Okay. Now they want me to go one more, so I will. Interesting that your final card there was plants. Okay, that came up in the water briefly there. So whether you are actually joining a group of people to like conserve areas or plants, put new seedlings down to grow new plants, or whether you're actually purchasing plants. Plants are important for you. Getting out into nature is important for you to recharge your batteries as well. This is number 19. It's the Sun card energy. And when you get this card, this really is about planting roots, and finding magic in the everyday things. And that's definitely something that I felt was coming out in your reading. You can make something from nothing is what they're giving me. You're the sort of person, you're very industrious. You've got an incredible imagination, incredible mind. And from small things, big things will grow. So begin it. Whatever that project is, start it. This is a perfect time to do that. Also, they're giving me that plants, they offer healing to many cultures. So you may be trying to find a more organic lifestyle, a more organic type foods, living off the land. Some of you are trying to work really hard to purchase real estate so that you can move back to being sustainable, living off the land. That's what I'm picking up on as well. We've also got movement and speed. So for some of you, there's been a very fast lifestyle. You've been very busy, and you need this month to really recalibrate and recharge your batteries. And as you can see, this figure is leaping over the city, and the world is there. And it ends up, your final card was the plants, growth. So I feel like you're going through some major personal growth, but I also get a sense of you trying to find your place in the world and recognizing that we've built a very fast-paced lifestyle, and you want to get back to something a little bit more authentic. Now, this card in particular, number 42, speed, it does indicate that, things have been quite fast in your life, and you need to be more mindful in which you do certain activities, the speed that you do things like eating, working. If you're always on the go, you're never giving your digestive system a moment to really digest your food properly. I get a sense that take the time that you need. Be more concise with your time. It's all about quality time with friends, quality time with your family, quality time doing the things that you love. And if you've not been able to find a pocket to do that, then this is the month to really do that, okay? We've also got lake depth, and it's number 31 there, okay? Now, some of you may literally be going to a lake, but this card really is about you are not a shallow person. You are a very deep person, and you always tend to seek the alternative. This month will be a bit of a deep dive into research. It's really telling you do not cut corners because you may miss something. Don't go too fast. You may miss something. You want to make sure that you see the whole picture. So take your time with a decision. And at the beginning of the reading, I felt that you had to make a decision on something. Take your time. Don't feel pressurized into doing it. Don't feel pressurized into making a decision. Get all the information first and then make your decision, okay? And don't let anyone else hustle you either. So I've mixed the rune and the trinkets together for a more deeper energy to come out. And the first one you got here is harvest. This is the year rune. This is harvest time. It indicates reward for hard work. It also indicates comfort, contentment. It's also about peace, opportunities, and commitment to making things grow in your life. And it tends to be connected to the financial. And also we have, interesting, we've got the giant rune. That's all about protection, okay? There's nothing to worry about. And that perhaps something in your life has called for your attention and you're giving it your full attention this month. You'll make the right decisions, trust your intuition, but you're on the right path. Some of you may even seek counsel, advice from someone who is in a certain profession, or even a friend that can help you. I also get a sense that you're actually going to be talking to a friend who needs your advice, so you will be the counsel. But I get a sense here of you protecting all that you've worked hard for, protecting your home space, and really like building security in your life and going a little bit deeper. So whether it's setting up second streams of income, or whether it is going higher in your career, or really being careful with your pension and your savings, I get a sense that you're actually going from strength to strength and you're attracting more things to be happy about, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel, completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.